out the five. I can't fuck with none of these lanes, they a fucking lame.
Another team to be on the lookout for while we're in the West, the Seattle Storm, which are number 5 in the league right now at the time of this recording at 14-8.
They shocked.
Say it again.
They shocked me.
Really?
Yes.
Well, when I saw they got a Gwen McKay, I was like, well, and Skylar, I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like me, in my mind, I'm thinking like at the beginning of the season, I'm like, they're not gonna know how to play with each other. It's gonna be a minute till they figure it out. And
they made it click way faster.
Wrong.
They made it click faster than most people expected. I'll give you that.
They proved me wrong because ain't no way. Like they adjusted quick. I'm like,
and their first and second year players have found a way to fit in as well. Outside of Nikki Mo, I don't know if she's gonna, what they're gonna do with her. I don't think they know what to do with her just yet. But aside from the rookie, yeah, they're second, third year players. Definitely. Second year, yeah, definitely.
She gonna turn it up. Just watch. I think she's starting. She's a player that's like fun to watch for sure. I like watching. I like watching. Was in college,
the Storm are fun to watch. I'll give you that. They've made top teams like the Aces come up short, and I was thoroughly impressed by that. I'm like, oh wow, like y'all knocked off the reigning champions. That's a problem,
a lot of teams really.
Say it again.
I thought a lot of teams have.
What do you? I want to get your take on it. Since we're talking about them and we're in the West, let's address the Aces for a second. I know I didn't put them on the list mainly because I knew everybody's talking about the Aces. I mean, that's pretty much the trending topic right now. Let's address the Aces for a second. Off the air, you brought up a very interesting thing about they were 6-6 at the beginning of the season. They were a 500
great player. They were missing somebody.
Right. They were a 500 team, fresh off back-to-back championships. Asia was putting up monster numbers. Kelsey Plum's putting up crazy numbers. Jackie Young is throwing out dimes for everybody. What was missing? Can you let the audience know what was missing in Vegas?
Okay. So I've been watching W for years, and so far they've been calling Chelsea Gray the point guard.
Oh,
they've been missing the point guard. The PG in the W. They have been missing. That's it. That's all they missed. And ever since she came back, they be much better. Way better than
right.
But they still struggling.
I will give her props though. Chelsea Gray's first 6 games back from injury, they went 6-0.
Yeah.
They went 6-0. I will give them that.
But
because you did watch the game, can you take us back to, this was a few nights ago, take us back to the Aces Sparks overtime loss. Shout out to Rickea Jackson, the rookie that's definitely taken over in LA since Cameron Brink's down with an injury and looking good while doing it, might I add. Guy thought that in there. She's killing it. Take us back to that overtime, or better yet, let's go back to regulation. What costed the Aces that game in regulation where they tied up at 84 apiece before they went to overtime? Take us back real quick.
Okay, I can't take you back there, but I will say I was watching another game before I even turned that game on. When I turned that game on, it was overtime already. I was on Twitter on my phone scrolling, and people was like, overtime, Aces versus Sparks. That's when we turned the game on. I felt like I didn't need to watch that game. I thought the
Aces had it in the bag. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's why I didn't watch it. So I'm like, I forgot what game I was watching. I was watching Chicago Sky versus somebody else. I don't remember what game that was. So I was watching that. That was a good game. I'm not sure if Chicago won or not. And then I have YouTube TV. Shout out to my buddy. So I
Plug.
got to split it. I
Yeah.
got to watch both.
Okay.
When I saw that they was overtime on Twitter, I instantly turned into the game. I was like, wait, why is there overtime? So I'm watching. First of all, big shout out to De'Erica. Huge shout out to De'Erica.
Okay.
She's like, I don't want to say she's putting that team on her back because she's not the only person that's like very good on that team. But
Right.
she's been phenomenal. I'm trying to go back to that game
No,
because
you're fine.
that was like, how long ago was that? Was that like last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, so I'm trying to really go back to that game because it's like I've been watching
My,
more
my
games.
my question is more rounded on what is wrong with what do you think is going on within the Aces team wise, season wise, that's they're losing games that we both automatically put in our heads, okay, you shouldn't be losing to the Sparks. No disrespect. The
No,
Sparks
no, no.
have talent, but they're not on the level of the Aces. Like player for player, it's not a comparison.
Honestly, at
What do
the
you think it is?
beginning of the season, while the Aces was actually losing, first of all, like I said, they were missing their point guard. And then like when she came back, she was rusty, which we get. You're gonna be rusty. You had a whole wasn't it a foot injury?
Yeah.
I think it was a foot injury. You had a whole foot injury.
And it
That's
was at
not
the
easy.
end of the season. It was at the end of the last season, and she had to rehab throughout the whole off season.
Like
Yeah.
that's not easy to come back. I'm surprised BG even came back with her toe injury. That's something else too. But
Thanks.
that's something else we gotta talk about because that's incredible. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and when she came back, it was like they didn't have the full Chelsea yet. So
Yeah.
they still needed a full Chelsea. So
Yeah.
I think that was why they were struggling. But then once again, they went 6-0, like you said, when she came back. It's just
Well, I think
yeah,
what you
just in pieces.
okay take them like so as a foreign player yourself. I think Chelsea Gray's presence was enough to carry them over those first 6 games. The fact that she was even out there,
Oh yeah,
she was a decoy. It's like you see her out there, you don't know how good she's gonna play. You can't because I mean, as a human being, you can't necessarily see the rust. You can assume that a player's gonna be rusty from not playing, but you don't know
yeah.
how rusty, and you don't know how that person feels in the moment. So just seeing her out there with a jersey on, tucked in, laced up, ready to go, defense is gonna collapse on her, thinking she's gonna be a point guard. When you still got Kelsey Plum over here, Asia over there, Jackie over here, Kate Martin in the money, baseline. You don't, you got so many weapons to choose from. If you're Becky
Oh
Hammond,
man.
I got options. I mean, how you want it? How do you want it? So I think
Options
the
on
reason why they went
options.
6-0 is because the teams they went up against, one, were not on their level of competition, like we talked about in the first week. Teams either play up or down the competition, right? So I think the games that they had during that 6 game stretch was built for them to win 6-0. Let's start there. The competition probably wasn't on the same level. Then seeing Chelsea Gray out there playing and even at least at the very least getting cardio in, you're like, okay, I don't want to
Yeah.
I don't want to take it for granted. I'm gonna guard her. I'm gonna run with her. But then somebody's gonna probably play help defense because they know that she's talented. So you don't want to leave her open, but you're gonna leave somebody else open. You forget the aces are loaded. From 1 to 10, you can make an argument saying the aces got the best team in the league first, like 1 through 10.
The best bench.
And then again, their bench is full of energy. Kate Martin came into the league swinging. Like she's not just your typical rookie. She's nice with it. Only reason she don't get the spotlight is because she's not Caitlin Clark, unfortunately. But Kate Martin is nice as a rookie.
Honestly,
Let's be real.
she
She low
actually
key
is
better,
getting that spotlight.
huh?
She actually does have a spotlight on her.
Right, but I'm
Have
saying
you seen her fan base lately? But she's
she
not
didn't have the
that.
same hype that Caitlin had coming into the league. Is what I'm saying.
Now she got that hype, believe it or not. What I be seeing on Twitter, oh baby, she
Oh,
got hype.
Kate Money?
Kate
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh,
She just
and
didn't
I
have
became a
the
fan.
hype train coming out of Iowa the way Caitlyn did. Caitlyn had it.
Yeah,
But
Shania.
she's a part of that. Even though they didn't win, she's still a part of that team though. So and definitely a part of arguably the greatest draft class in the W.